Okay, so bans are starting, and Alistair, obviously the first ban. We did just mention that. Obviously, they've just watched Fnatic play and it said,
Yeah.
Shushi, no, you're not having Alistair this time. Aurelia ban, so that's Soza being counter banned there. Rumbled, again, is another Shushi ban. Counter ban. Karthus is taking. Who is it that plays Karthus all the time? It's it's the guy's
Everyone.
name that I can't see there. It's not Linak. It's damn
There's
it. It's the second place
Moma.
man.
Moma.
Moma, that's the one. It's for
Yeah,
some
that's who he played. He played Karthus and
and Twisted Fate band, of course. So pretty much counter banning each other here. This is back to normal.
back to normal. These guys know each other well, both EU teams, so they're fully aware of what the other team is capable of doing. Therefore, they're gonna count. It's funny they had to use two bans to take care of Shushi. Think
Yeah,
about that.
which is pretty big. I mean, it's I guess you're dealing with the top lanes really, the top and the middle lane, counter banning against that. Nidalee again banned there, so there really must be someone on Against All Authorities. EG did the same, didn't they?
Yeah,
And
they did.
I'm
I don't
really
know
going
who
to
does it though.
have to look at the replays or something and see who it is. There must be one of them in there that is a very strong Nidalee player, I can imagine. Um,
Um,
but again, that's what's two bans by both teams used to cancel out the top lane. That's
mhm.
pretty big. So Yellow Star picking up Nivea, so that's going to be for Moma, and Nivea will be Cyanide taking a movement, and he will be using a movement as well. Looks like he's going to be the jungler again as I knock the volume down. Lamia on Taric. That I guess makes sense. He's going cleanse, so he's not going to be playing as Taric, I would guess. It's going to be
Mm-mm.
interesting to see
No,
whether
you don't
Ash
need
or
cleanse on Terry.
Misfortune. No, no, exactly, yeah. So Moma's could probably pick up Yellow Star's AD carry maybe now. And Ivia, Ash, sorry, coming out. So Kuja's
Okay,
picking up
so
the. That's going to be Yellow Star playing Ash. So I guess it's going to be Janna or Soraka's probably going to be picked up. Not by these, he'd be one of the last picks. Who is Mama going to take? It's going to be the tank, I guess they're going to be thinking about now.
So we've got some pretty good slow right now going on. They're going to have lots of kites happening. They're going to have to deal with that. They're going to have to pick champions that can.
The proc between two Ash and Anivia doesn't work anymore, does it?
I
This
don't believe so, no.
no, the
But
frost proc.
it's still a good kite. Like
Yeah.
you have to run through Anivia's ultimate and a constant slow from the volley to get to your target. Oh man, I'm already watching this right now. Look at this. So we've got an initiate with Gragas doing his barrel, and then you have a wall to trap that person into the fight. So we could see some epic initiations going on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of slow, a lot of crowd control coming out. So I guess we're gonna get. What's Timo? Wow, I
Huh?
was not
Interesting.
expecting Timo. I gotta be honest. She's going Brand. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Only person I know that plays Teemo is the
Is the
Rain
odd
Man.
one?
So
Rainman. Yeah, sorry. Timo. Wow. So split push action possibly, or what are we gonna see
um,
here?
AFK top lane push. Yeah.
I know
AFK's fine.
Shushi's going to be mid versus Anivia then, so that's going to be Brand Anivia. Shushi's actually pretty damn good on Brand. That's actually not bad poke. Oh, Vlad, that's more like it. I think
Oh, I think that's a troll.
trolling
He was
freak,
using
obviously.
troll. Yeah, I think so. You're right. So
Yeah, I was going to say that's crazy. There's no way he's going Teemo.
yeah, Vlad's strong pick. So that's two APs though. They've got actually a full AP team right now. That could be bad. They're gonna have to pick. They're gonna have to pick an AD carry if they take out their AD carry quickly. If AAA takes out their Fnatic's AD carry, then they can technically just go for all magic resistance and counter them completely. Hmm.
So
Almost.
we got a pretty nasty AE there, isn't it? Really. So you got the like you said the Gragas barrel to blow them in. You got a lot of wow, three slows.
It's
Actually,
five
four
AP.
slows. Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty nasty team. So Souza is going to switch with. There's going to be a lot of transferring of heroes here. But they got plenty of time to do it. I'm guessing the servers are not lagging. They're not going to have the lag spike and go, "Oh no, the transfer
Oh
failed."
no! Yeah, this is all probably over the network. In fact,
Uh,
so let me imagine. No, that's interesting though. We've got a full like kite AoE team on AAA. I think that's really strong, and their late game is strong as well because you've got Nunu and Sona to support that Ash's damage. And then for Fnatic, we have more of a. I mean, it seems like they got some AoE as well with. It's like both teams went full AoE. We're gonna have. It's gonna be kind of interesting to watch these team fights as they take place. Towards mid game because we're gonna have just crap going everywhere. It's going to be hard to tell even what's going on, and we're just going to be like, nuclear launch detected, and
It's going to
see
be.
who lives at the end.
I mean, if the Amumu ulti lands well, that's going to be Fnatic surely taking it because you've got Misfortune can time her A across there. I mean, Vlad obviously pops his ulti across everybody that's stuck in there. There's some pretty crazy A. I think Fnatic may have come out slightly on top with the picks there, but it really depends how the jungle is going to go between Amumu and Nunu again. If he gets countered quite heavily, Amumu, which he certainly can be. He
Uh-huh.
actually got countered in the last one, didn't he? Against EG. Obviously, Warwick had took
Oh, they took the
Joe
entire
is
jungle
Joe is
on
owning Freak again there. Joe's owning him without saying a word.
I love his faces that he's making here. He's just his smile. It's
Yeah,
so
rolling
so
his eyes as
subtle.
well. Nice.
That's awesome. That's what everyone's thinking when they're casting with Rick. Like you just can't see their faces. So
Claps his own jokes, and Joe just sits there and goes, uh.
oh, too good, too good. I have to give this guy props. I don't know him, but respect. All right, so Vayne was not banned or picked. I just realized.
No, so neither of them
You
taking
you
him.
think you'd see that instead of a misfortune, but I mean, obviously, misfortune is a pick to synergize with the composition with the AOE. So the only thing is that she is more of an early and mid game champion. She's falls off a bit late game because she doesn't have as much range as other champions. So I think that AAA does have the late game if it goes there.
So, well, I guess I mean let's not forget this is going to be the battle. This is AA need to take this against all authorities. Lost against EG. If you missed it this morning, they lost against EG in the first game, so they have to really win. And there's no doubt about it. They've got to win because Fnatic obviously picked up just a pretty much a free win against Team Pacific, which everybody watching out would assume that against all authorities and EG will both beat Pacific now.
Hmm.
Obviously they'll be coming the EG versus Pacific next. I think this might well be a short game. But against all authorities, yeah, they're going to be there. The pressure's on them here. I mean, Fnatic, while they've got a free win, they've got to be a bit worried about against EG. They really must be concentrating. So they kind of want to win this game because they know if they win it, they're qualified. And bearing in mind, PK's not here, so they're kind of doing it for one of their lost comrades, as it were. He's going to arrive late in the afternoon. I assume he's not here yet. They did say the afternoon. They said he'd be arriving after the group stage is finished, didn't they? So.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's right. I didn't even think about that. That's so we got off the street, which is not true actually. It's
yeah, as we will
top
fail.
top 3v3 player. You were saying, is that correct?
Yeah, he is the top 3v3. So here we go. We're going live, and yeah, well,
Unibot.
you can see the items. Nunu bot indeed. They can obviously they're on the tournament server of some form, so you can just buy the skins. For free, basically. Don't think in spending money because they've all got this free money.
We
Clever one's
got
going down. Looks like they're going to go towards Lizard. They're pretty much going around each other. I did say about the fact that neither of them actually normally fight, and well, we're kind of sort of seeing that they're in a position that maybe they will think about it, but I don't think we're going to see any early engagements yet. They're just going to return to lane. There you go. Gragas going to sort out the blue pull. They've not really seen each other yet, have they? I think they may have seen him just now.
They had a clairvoyance down, so they saw him put the ward there actually. But that's not going to help him because now that he has a ward there, he can easily counter jungle that and see if someone's going to try and stop him. But I think that they're going to need to fold in approximately. I mean, they're going to have to time it. The best way to counter that Nunu is to fold into that jungle area. You know that he's going to come up there to gank to counter jungle your guy and
Yeah, they've
uh,
clairvoyance again. They're thinking he's going to steal the wraith, haven't they? That's what they keep looking at.
yeah, they really need to watch for that. That's the biggest thing with Nunu is he's going to take the blue and then he's going to run up to the jungle and he's going to look at the wraiths. If the wraiths are there, he's going to take them. Otherwise, he's going to take those small golems. Or you can do it the other way around as well. But That's I mean it's pretty standard play for Nunu, and it needs to be countered. Otherwise, your jungle is just hurt big time. But we'll see how it goes. I like to call this Anivia pocket-sized Anivia, just because she's like a lot smaller than the other models.
So the lanes are setting up as we kind of expected. Anivia versus Brand mid. Vlad versus Gragas top. That could be an interesting one. I'm not too sure how Gragas is going to deal with We Were Failure on Vlad. And obviously down the bottom it is going to be Taric and Misfortune. So Taric's going to hope to be getting in that brush. Hopefully we'll have a look at it in a moment because I can see they're definitely closing in on each other. Versus Ash and Sona. Wow, they must have heard me. So, as soon as he goes
yeah,
down
it looks like it's he's just gonna do the standard Taric play where he zones him out. It looks
wow,
like Misfortune's actually pretty low.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. He pulled straight away from it.
Yeah, I wanted to see that, but whatever. Okay, I think that Brand's gonna be really strong in the lane until Anivia's able to hit 6, just because he has so much burst capability. After that, again though, I feel like late game it'll kind of taper off somewhat. As far now, Misfortune generally will win a lane with the Taric, but I don't know what happened there if she just took a lot of level 1 poke unexpectedly. And here we go. Oh, nice cleanse. That was perfect timing on that cleanse. Not even taking really any damage at all. So it seems like that Ashe is kind of prepared for this setup here, and she's going to be staying full health with that heal. And once Taric gets there, he's going to start roaming. I think if you look at him, he's going to roam towards this middle lane. And Nunu's just coming in here trying to do a little bit of poke, just trying to help this Anivia win the lane. He knows he's not going to get the kill there on that Brand, but any damage he can take off of that Brand, make him use his health pots, is going to be kind of key for when Anivia hits 6 and is ready to try and push for a kill. As far as the bottom lane here, I think it's going to come down to if Taric can get a good stun off on the Ashe, and we have Misfortune doing a little bit of damage. I don't know how... Oh, look at that move. Okay, never mind. I thought he was being counter jungle for a second. I was looking at his health, but that's just kind of how the move is. He's a low health jungler at first. So
The mid. He's not looking at the mid again.
not looking at it. Yeah, another gank going down, or just some harassment from that. A lot of roam harassment is what it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
judging
man.
the way Brand's staying around there, he must have harassed Nunu pretty well to have the balls to stand around. Taric is solo at the moment at the bottom there. He's just clairvoyanced. And actually, Gragas has pushed to the top. Obviously, Vlad early on is fairly pokeable. It's really until he gets to about 5-6, isn't he? He suddenly gets.
I'm laughing at this. Are you watching? Nunu just keeps running back in the bush. Wait for it to cool down, runs in, snowballs, and runs
Ice
away.
blast back in his face. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, here you go.
He's doing it again. Look, he's doing.
He's doing it again. It works though. Like it's all he has to do to be. He's gonna win the lane for his Anivia. And he doesn't have to be in the jungle farming up.
Top, surely.
Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad, but Vlad.
Oh, he took him.
First blood. So's doing a great job with that ignite. Just barely. I think the last tick, just literally the last tick takes out Vlad, and so he lays there in a bloody pool of sadness.
I think we might finally be synced up as well. I'm at 23, 24, 25.
Yep,
yes! I thought so. When you said first blood, it literally happened on my screen. Oh, stun nearly going straight into Ash, so he's going to get away.
Just barely get... Oh, wow, she just did an auto attack.
Oh, why did she turn around?
Why did she run back? She would have gotten away.
Oh, the minions. She's going to... Don't she just... Son of flashed and he pulled the camera away. What the hell?
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Whatever. That's... be expected. Oh, here goes. I think this could be bad for Nunu. Nunu's trying to do his little thing, but Brand was prepared this time, putting the ignite down, and I think his passive is going to finish him off.
Oh, flash, nice.
Yes, so Linak trying to do his little harassment, but Brand said, no, I'm not going to allow you to do that. And, oh, man, Anivia's got to be careful as well. Brand is a little bit low on mana, but Anivia's low on health, so she could be baiting with that egg, and I don't think anyone's going to be there to help out. So Momo could be... no. I think this is... What just happened? Did they disconnect or something? They're just standing there.
The lag spike.
Oh, okay.
That was but Brandy's surely going to go down. Yes, he will. So is going to pick up a kill again. That's his second kill, in fact. Obviously, he's been and bought that blasting ward. So double Doran's now on Ashe, as well as the boots. Misfortune, single Doran's, but obviously, I don't think it's been back to buy yet. Might just be going back, judging by the position on lane. Yeah, so Vlad has been back. Obviously, he got killed. Has only been able to buy an amplified tome, so he's not really going to get fair. But like I said, once he starts hitting 5, 6, 7, starts getting those levels, he can really lifesteal a lot, which is why he's going to get that harassed down. You can see he's immediately getting in. Oh, blown straight towards the tower. The tower's going to get a double hit on him. He's surely going to finish him off, though. He's going to pull. He's got the ulti down, but I think that barrel is going to roll straight into it. Big fat belly in the face, and PK, or so we will failure, has gone down. And that's going to give another kill advantage. And, well, down the bottom, looks like Amumu's going to try and trek his way down as he's warding up. So, good ward placements already from Fnatic here. And Fnatic, well, they're looking quite strong in the lane phase, but they're obviously down on kills. But I think they're the stronger team at the moment.
Yeah, I have to say that aAA top lane is really shutting down this Vlad, and that's important. That's what you need to do to a Vlad, and they've been effective at it so far. As far as bottom lane, I don't know. Let's take it to CS. I mean, the CS it's fairly. I'd say it's fairly even. There's no real advantage on the CS. The Ashe actually did get killed by the Misfortune, so the Misfortune's actually ahead, even though she's only like 7 CS behind. Generally, that's interesting though. Generally, you'll see Misfortunes outscore an Ashe, but I guess not this case.
Yeah, so well, I mean, Anivia's got that slight advantage. They're going to go straight in for Yellowstar again. He's going to have to back out, and maybe it'll be Sona that goes down. He's going to have to back away as well. Hasn't quite hit 6, I don't think, Sona there, so he hasn't got the ulti, so didn't have the stun capabilities, which would certainly have turned that battle round. They're going to have a wave of creeps, but the tower's going to look like it's going to try and take all. There, Yellowstar's hitting well. Actually, we can see the gold. I've just noticed that the gold tick as well as on the players, so we can see when they are getting the last hit going down.
Yeah, you kind of notice it. It shows it all if they scroll away. It shows like.
Yeah, so really it is just the top lane is the big difference at the moment, I think, which is that, like I say, he's 3-0 already. And Sozi is a very good player. We've got 3 down the bottom, so Brand down here. They're going to have a good go at the tower. You can see Nuno and Nivea both moving down, but they're going to have a good about 500 hit points stripped off that tower in the process before they do come down there. Nunu, now we can see him in the bush, and that ward placement is in perfect position, so they're just backed away in time. And look, they even tried to go for a gank there, not that the camera's showing it. He's more interested in showing Vlad getting ulted, and Toza's going to port away and go by again, so he must be really farming quite well at the top there, obviously picking up the double kills. Is Catalyst, I guess, coming out next? Yeah, Catalyst.
Definitely. So he's going to be really strong with that Catalyst. I guess he's going to go Rite of Ages then, obviously. That's what it looks like.
There's still 3 down bottom, you know.
There is some action going down bottom. I don't know what's happening. They're probably just trying to keep this tower pushed and poke on it as much as possible. They've got enough wards to keep themselves safe in the case of them trying to stop.
The son of Mr. Bean, they're saying in IRC, is showing in the bottom left-hand corner. I think it's actually Momo, I think, which is why they were probably staying on Anivia. I think that might be, I may be completely wrong with that, but so yeah, he's been on board a Catalyst. It just looks like it's going to be a Dragon. It is Dragon time, 10 minutes. They're certainly getting around there. It looks like Fnatic are going to group up for it already. They've got a good ward placement. They're going to just go straight for it.
Yep, so they're going to be able to take this without anyone to contest it. Gragas is top. He might be able to...
Nifia's got to be careful there, surely.
Yeah, she's going to have to get out of there. But I'd say I can't tell what the damage is, but Gragas has been on that tower for a while, and yeah, he just doesn't have enough damage to take it out. He's going to be able to get it really low. I guess that's at least a plus for him. They're not even... Oh yeah, Vlad's going to be back up there soon. But that Gragas has got enough damage to kill the creeps with 1 barrel, so he's going to be continuing to farm heavily at this point. And but however, now that Vlad is level 9, he should be able to farm himself back up if he does get harassed a bit. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for Gragas to continue that advantage he had. I almost feel like he might want to switch or something with to try and use that harassment.
They're fighting at the top and they're not showing it.
Yeah, makes me want to punch a baby.
I'm trying my best not to grab my mouse and move my cursor there. It's like,
know,
click
right?
here. I'm doing my best not to keep touching the screen. Yeah, look, there you go. Look, you can see him. He's at half health, for Christ's sake. And the tower's nearly down, and now they're going back and showing it. Urgh. Annoying.
So this tower will go down shortly unless someone comes up here to help out PK, I think is what you said he likes to be called.
We will failure.
It's PK.
But it's not. It's we will failure. He's playing on PK's account.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Because he. because he is not here. He had
I mean,
flight
that's
problems.
really. I feel sorry for the guy. I really do, because he's going to be so pissed if he's spent the night in an airport as well. You know, he's going to be. He's sat there. This is like the biggest tournament in League of Legends. There's hundreds of thousands of people watching it, and he's missing it. And he should be
Yeah,
there. He's qualified. He should be there. He's like the big carry for the team. So I mean, I really, if Fnatic don't qualify, I'm really going to feel gutted for the guy. Because
that's a good point because he's supposed to be their star player, and the person that filled in the role actually is down 3 kills feeding the Gragas up top lane.
yeah,
So that says a lot.
yeah, exactly. Which you don't normally get in a straight lane, but yeah, poor guy. But oh well, you know, and really Spain has not had that many big esports stars either, which he's one of them. Obviously Arani and the Wizards, the LOL Spanish team, but yeah. It was their big moment, and I feel sorry. The whole Spanish community as well are going to be the same as well. They're going to be like, oh, we're not being represented, sort of thing.
That's true.
It's a big thing. But meanwhile, CS wise, you can see the gold is pretty even. 3-2 is the kill advantage, and really that singular kill is the difference in gold at the moment. That despite the fact the dragon was taken by Fnatic pretty easily. They're still down on gold because the CS wise, you can see at the score we've got 2 in triple figures now, Anivia and Gragas. Sorry, Brand was being harassed, which is obviously gave him, like you say, that gave Anivia that time to just catch up, get in there, and now she's got needlessly large rods. She's just going to farm like crazy.
Uh, yeah, that's going to be a lot of farming. She's going to kill those creeps quickly. Level 6 plus is where Anivia shines. And they don't want to fight in those bushes where they can get knocked around by Gragas barrels and then walled off by Anivia. That is going to be a huge thing for them. Now, at the same time, they're not really too far ahead. Even though that Gragas is quite fed, he's going to be a factor in fights now that he's getting pretty strong. But the game is still anyone's. It could be anyone's game at this point. There's no towers down now. Top's probably going to go down soon. However, yeah, this has been a really close matchup so far on the other lanes, I believe.
Taric just using his ulti there, was he? I think I did. Yeah, I just saw him Taric using his ulti. I didn't see whether he'd been caught or what he was using that ulti for, or whether he was just trying to push the lane. So maybe they're going to try and hard push that bottom lane, try and take the tower. Wouldn't have thought so with a full Anivia and Sona sat there. Meanwhile, that top lane, well, it's down to 281 hit points, so that's going to, like you say, go down very quickly, and the barrel going straight out. And Anivia is sat ready and waiting to gank. So as soon as that creep wave comes, oh no, very nicely pulled, yeah. Very well timed, but it's going to get the stun on him. No, he's going to flash away, so that's going to be the tower gone regardless. So first tower down, and that is the top. We kind of predicted it would be the top. Meanwhile, Brandy's trying to push the pace on Nunu in mid there by the looks of it, which is why they're going to have a quick look at. But he's got himself the Golem buff, which we saw pick up on Nunu. But yeah, I mean, 124 minions, 3 kills. That's going to be a pretty well-fed Gragas right there. I guess we're going to see a needlessly large rod very, very soon on him.
It's hard to deal with a fed AP Gragas, as I've found. I mean, his combination can do well over 1,000 damage mid game with just a couple with those AP items. And yeah, you can see that he's actually going to build into a death cap before he finishes. He's not going to go Rod of Ages, so he's going to go straight to death cap, and then he's just going to have that catalyst for the laning phase and probably turn it into maybe a Banshee's Veil to counteract the. I mean, they have so many different stuns and AP spells that would actually make sense. So I could see that for sure. And then we've got 2 gold per 5 items on the Nunu. He's building that up. Pretty standard play. 2 gold per 5 on the Amumu as well. The 2 junglers doing the gold per 5. No one else is actually doing it. As far as the carries are concerned, they have enough farm to handle that.
It's going to go, yeah.
Yeah.
We're looking at a ward placement while they're taking the mid tower. Good lord! Come on, camera guys, sort it out. They clearly had a 5-man stack come straight up mid there, and they're going to go for the inner as well. And then they may well get it. They're putting a lot of damage down to it. I think they will take it down.
That's a lot of push.
So they finally, that is going to be. Oh, and the Ash Arrow does go in. That's going to be Brand going down. Surely, he gets away. The power cord went straight in. Gragas is going to try to roll it in. I think. Did he get the ignite? I think Taric just healed and saved him there. On him in time, and Lamia takes the bottom turret in the meantime, but that's a double turret push from Fnatic straight up mid. Dragon is from Against All Authorities, straight up mid, and the tower, the Dragon's got them all over the place. The Dragon now going to go down, and wow, the gold percentage is starting to grow already just because of that. Fnatic needs to be really wary going in here. I don't
this
think
is going to be bad. They could be in a really bad position. There goes the Amumu ultimate. to lock down a Nunu, but Nunu's not really the target they should be worried about. It's this Ashe.
Well,
And, okay, so getting stuck into that bird ulti, and it looks like Ashe was able to pick up a kill on forgot his name, and here goes Nunu bot, not able to push. And so they actually came out ahead of that. That trying to go for that dragon really hurt them in that fight.
yeah, it's mainly because they blew a lot of things for Gragas in the mid fight there. Gragas is going to be coming round behind Taric there, so Taric needs to be a little bit wary. Yeah, they blew a lot of things on Gragas, which meant he took him kind of out of the fight early on. Everything was kind of thrown at him, but he's still alive, he's still there. So really, I think they only lost one. Despite both teams only lost one in that whole fight there, and I don't know whether they got Dragon. I think they did. I think they picked up Dragon. Look at the gold advantage. Yeah, so they picked up Dragon as well. So despite Fnatic sort of semi coming out on top of that, they actually lost because they lost the Dragon. Tower wise, well, we can see they've got that bottom turret. Surely is going to be the next target for against all the authorities. You'd assume that bottom outer turret because really. And it's kind of strange that they didn't go straight for the bottom turret after taking the two mids because you tend to not want that bottom turret to be there when you go for Dragon. Obviously gives the opposition a little bit of safety. Yellow Star going to pick up red there. So items you can see Infinity Edge nearly complete on Yellow Star. Blasting ward already and needlessly large rod. So nearly a Rabadon's death cap on Nivea. Rabadon's death cap is on Gragas, so big advantage for those two guys. Obviously Gragas with those early kills. Bloodthirster nearly complete on Misfortune, and Rabadon's death cap not quite. In fact, he's a little bit behind. He's not even got his catalyst up yet, Brand there. So Brand being quite outfound by Nivea eventually. So it's at the moment against all authorities with that. Yeah, they're pulling ahead, and it's kind of showing. Yeah, I thought Fnatic would have had the stronger team here.
It's interesting, and remember this as the game goes longer. AAA is just going to get stronger and stronger with their team composition, just due to the fact that Nunu is going to buff up Ashe so much.
Massive attack speed.
And then you've got Sona adding a little bit of extra attack damage and all that extra. I mean, it's a huge bonus from just passives and whatnot that you don't even see, but it's there, and it's huge. So yeah, they're like, what is this? Almost pretty much it's like 3,000 gold ahead, even though it's only one kill. But the inner turret is actually worth so much more than an outer turret. So just having that inner turret down,
just the vision here, the text, especially the mid one as well. The mid one, it really cripples. And you can see the ward placements they've had to stick out. It really cripples their visibility around that jungle area, which is why I guess against authorities are going to try and use it from it. They need to be careful. Ashe doesn't get caught here. Is he going to come around? He's going to get a great bandage. Chelsea. Ulti does go across. Sona ulti straight away in reply though, and the Ashe arrow landed perfectly on. Well, it shows it's PK, but it's not. We know it's We Will Failure. Perfect Ashe. Just as soon as he came out of the pool, he got straight arrow straight in the backside, and well, nobody going down. They were very low on health there. I think Nunu's just consuming a few minions down the bottom there on the golems. I think just to get some health back. And meanwhile, they're going to continue pushing on this turret, and Fnatic are still pretty low on their health. Taric's doing his best to try and keep them alive, but that's going to be the second inner turret gone, and they are just going to back away and take the licks, and they may. 20 minutes gone. I don't think they're going to go straight to Baron because there's a few wards up now. They're just going to go spend the money wisely, I think.
Wow, that was pretty wild. It looked like a perfect grab by Mumu and a great ultimate. They just could not finish that Ashe up quickly enough, and then she had her flash up, so she was able to easily escape and turn it around against them. Just kind of pulling ahead, and it shows how the kiting ability of AAA, their team is amazing for that. So that's kind of what we saw happen there.
Yeah, so where have they been aboard Infinity Edge as expected? 135,000 viewers now, so it's steadily, that is
insane,
bonkers. Yeah, I mean that is TV viewing figures right there. This is TV channel stuff. In fact, it's a lot higher than probably quite a lot of TV channels. You know, your cable channels and that lot right now. So which is absolutely mental. Infinity Edge complete on Ashe, and like we said, I think the big difference, I didn't think Gragas got caught in that Amu ulti, and I think I'm not sure if he barreled across. I know Sona ultied across there. I didn't quite catch whether the Gragas barrel managed to catch them all, because I can see he's still got the ulti up, but I think he probably did use it. It's only like a 45-second, 50-second timer, isn't it, on the barrel? Same as the Ashe arrow, something similar like that. So they're going to push on the just bottom turret now, and I don't think with the poke that they've got between Souza and these barrels rolling in, oh, no, it's
Oh,
gone straight away
down.
for PK. Again, the stun lands straight on him. He's going to pull away. It's not actually worked out in their favour, though. The misfortune ulti going across, and Anivia's wall, if anything, tried to keep Brand in there, but I think Brand's going to get away. He's on so little health. Couldn't quite get the barrels on, but meanwhile it's just all poke. A lot of ultis were used in there though, but we still have the tower up and no really one touching it. So, but look at the hit points. You just look at the right hand side and the left hand side and compare the two, and you can see the Fnatic are very low. They're going to have to back away, and there they go. They're backed up. They give up on this outer turret.
Yes, that was a perfect example of how having that type of poke can really turn the advantage on you. They didn't even have a fight. Literally just threw down their ranged abilities and forced the entire team to leave. So their team composition, I really like it. Like I have to say they did a great job of choosing the synergy between the champions. Not only do they have strong support for their carry, but they've got overall kite, AoE, and poke. Like they've got a big. It's just like the trifecta of everything you'd want for a team. So I have to give him props on that.
I think I'm not too sure whether EG versus Pacific's actually playing at the same time. Yes, it is. It's playing at the same time. Yeah. So apparently EG are up 10,000 gold and 1 kill shot. So
wow.
Slightly out. Oh, what a brilliant barrel straight onto Melisande there on Taric. Literally pinned him on the wall. Linak unfortunately not been able to get the damage down. Now the rest of the team are going to come round. Ulti's going. That's going to be a beautiful stun from Mama there, and that's going to finish him off. So that's Taric down. They need to be careful. They're going to have to back away, and that's almost going to give them a Baron kill. I don't think they're going to be able to do anything about it now. They're going to try and pick up a few more kills on the process. They may even just try and push mid rather than go straight for Baron. Souza with that brilliance potion, he's got to have a lot of AP. That's the one thing we can't see with us. We can't click on them and view the AP. Obviously, if we had spec mode, we could certainly look at him. Yes. But yeah, I mean, his AP's got to be pretty high. That death cap on there. He's got the catalyst, the sorcerer's boots, the brilliance potion. He's going to be pretty high. He's almost certainly the highest level. Is he 14? Yeah, second. It's a joint highest level with Anivia. So yeah, he's the damage. And really, it was about that ulti barrel. It was brilliant. It pinned him on that wall.
It's perfect. Yeah, you're right. And I think that his AP is going to be right around 250, 300 based on.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh goodness, he slowed while and oh man, it tossed him back so far. And there we go. Moment picking up a kill. Perfect. I don't think that Fnatic can come back from this. They're 4 towers down. That's a huge disadvantage. And so usually when you have a big tower disadvantage, that's that Asher just completely whiffing everyone. But that wall was perfect, and it's the second time Taric's been caught.
Yeah, this is against all authorities. They've surely picked this one up. I mean, they are, like you said, they're snowballing now, aren't they? 8-3 kills, 5k, 6k ahead in gold nearly, and that turret's almost certainly going to go down with the inhibitor. And I guess as soon as they get these, they could just back straight away and go for that Baron. There's no reason why not. And really, Souza's trying to use that barrel. But we mentioned it at the start. It's all about that top lane. Souza's been he got so fed early on, and I feel sorry for him because We Will Fail is not a bad player, but you got to feel that maybe if PK was there, he would have played it differently. Maybe wouldn't have been caught so many times. I don't know. But it's given 4-0-2, which is when your top lane's 4-0-2 in a game this close, it's a big difference. 0-5-1 Vlad's not great.
Yeah, you're getting out farmed as Vlad, and Vlad's one of those champions you want to just AFK farm your lane and come late game and do lots of damage, but he was not able to do that at all. And now Gragas being a very strong early and mid game champion, as we've been watching here, and then he does teeter off a little bit late game, but the rest of his team basically gets stronger late game, so it picks that up. And so they had the perfect circumstances going on for them this game, where the Gragas was able to get his early game feed, and now the rest of the team is all farmed up and good to go. They do now have a 5-tower advantage, which equals out to just around almost 6k in gold. And they haven't even worried about Baron. Baron hasn't even been an issue, but I'm pretty sure they'll pick that up in the next fight that they win. So
yeah, it looks like they've just pinged top lane, so I think they're just going to go push top lane. They're going to ignore Baron, I think. Yeah, they are. They're heading straight for it. So they've got a big stack there. We're just getting a flick through the different fog of wars, what people can see. In fact, they're warding up, so possibly will go Baron. That's almost almost certainly trapping them. I think that's what they're doing. They're just going to try and draw them out, trap them. Anyone's going to take a look. I don't think they're going to. They've got good ward placement, so they can see Vlad there again, and they have gone straight for Baron. Now they're on it, I think. Have they actually started it? Yeah, they are on Baron, so they've gone straight for it. Meanwhile, that stack was pushing, and there's the stack in mid, the super minions, but they don't think they're going to get it. They're going to have to back away. Clairvoyance has gone down, so they're going to back away from that. They're going to wonder. They have got that ward placement there, remember? So they're going to look to see whether they can catch them. The arrow's going to go in. It hit the Banshee's Veil. That's not good. It's going to draw them away. They're quite split up there, so that could easily have been a couple of kills there. But wow, look at the AP. You see how quick those wraiths just went down then.
They went down fast, but Nanamumu used his ultimate, or not his ultimate, his flash to get over that wall because he was afraid. Now that forces him to not have the same level of initiation if they do decide to get into a fight later. So that's actually really big in favor of aAA that they were able to force that out of him.
Yeah, so it looks like the bottom inner is going to be the target now. That's almost certainly going to go down without a fight. I don't think Brand. They're going to say Brand needs to be careful. He doesn't get caught by anything. The arrow obviously had been used, so he's not going to be able to catch him with a quick arrow, which is why he's been a bit confident there. So they've got a pretty big stack here. They've got a big stack on top as well. Don't forget the super minions going up mid as well, so they're going to try and get a little bit of damage on here. Yellowstar needs to be wary that Amumu doesn't come and bandage toss straight into them. Obviously, like you just said, he just used the flash, so he can't flash in there. Look at him, he's just getting literally a couple of shots, and look how much damage it's already done to it, because he's got quite a lot of items on him. We can't actually see. You can see he's glowing red. He's got that Nunu ulti, and look at that, how aggressive Nunu's being there. He's just strolling in after the barrel. But yeah, I mean, against all authorities, we mentioned they had to win this one, and they kind of are.
They kind of are. Yeah, you're right. And so that's I mean, that's cool. They're going to be in that for the next match. That doesn't that just leaves those two EU teams to I guess the final match that they're going to be playing against. I don't know what the bracket's going to be. Obviously, the EG is easily beating Team Pacific. Not any trouble there at all. Oh man, did you see that? There's just an ultimate going down on Vlad, trying to knock him over the wall, but he actually got stuck against the wall instead. So not really the desired effect that he was looking for. They're going to have to wait for that ultimate to come back up for them to initiate again. And I think
there we go. Super minion stack now going up through the mid. So Misfortune's had to pull away, so I expect them to maybe follow in this wave. I think that's how they're going to do it. Yeah, there we go. So Misfortune had pulled away. I think they're going to go straight in towards the tower. The tower had been poked down enough. Oh, bandage toss being used by Cyanide there. He's going to surely get caught down. Oh, Arrow's going to go straight in there. So you don't really want to use it on Amumu. Gragas does go diving in to try and save it. The ulti going bouncing around, pinging around everyone there from Brand, but didn't really catch enough damage. Meanwhile, that super minion stack is pushing in. There's a big stack on top as well pushing in, and Ash is going to finish off that tower. It's going to actually tank it down. No, it's still
not the right person to tank it, but whatever.
Backed away from one single shot. There's still no actual deaths going out as the stream goes a little bit bitrate crazy there as it blocks up. I guess the craziness of the ulti. Barrel lands in. Tarek having to flash just out of that and surviving. I think his ulti was keeping him alive in there. Linak does go down. So Nunu finally goes down. The mid tower is obviously already down, which is why they're going to cross the grade, take it down. Oh, Vlad's going to get away with no help as well. I cannot believe it.
It's two flash escapes with no HP. That was a perfect. I have to say though, Sona on the other side of the wall, that was a perfect ultimate by her.
Yeah.
Even though he got away, like that was amazing. I didn't even see her on the screen, and she just whoop.
So despite all that fighting there that just happened for what, for like a good minute or two, only one person died. That's how alert these players are of their hit points and how they can escape, they can get healed up, and just when they can stick in there.
Yeah, I mean Fnatic, they are trying really hard to come back and win this, and they're a super strong team. It's just that they're fighting against a really heavy disadvantage at this point.
Still no Baron,
we could
actually.
see a Baron.
Yeah. So 6k gold advantage, big difference. 8-1 towers, so massive difference there. So, which is where a lot of the gold's coming from, not just those. And the CS, well, you can see for yourself. We don't have to explain it anymore. I love it. The CS is there.
Yeah, I do. It's all there. You can see the builds and everything. And Nunu's going to have his Banshee's Veil shortly, not yet, but Gragas, now with both the Sonya's items, he's got the Hourglass and the Death Cap now. So heavy AP coming from him, plus he can kind of run into the middle of a fight and then Zonya's to avoid any extra damage. Let me see. Miss Fortune actually doesn't have her extra damage item. She went for defense first, so she's gonna be a little bit low on the damage with only a Bloodthirster and no Phantom Dance or anything like that to come back. So it looks like most of the damage is gonna be coming from combination of. Wow, I just noticed Vlad doesn't even have a death cap yet. He actually went for a book first. That's weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, he went for the Will of the Ancients. Is it Will of the Ancients? It is Will of the Ancients.
Will of the Ancients,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, that gives Brand a little bit of life still, but at the same time, I mean, he's given up quite a bit of damage. Their whole team's given up.
I guess the problem was that he was getting killed so often. He was coming back with so little gold. He just thought that was the way to go, rather than keep going back to lane without binding anything.
Yeah, that would make sense in that case. I guess just he's so far behind.
Yeah.
I mean, their whole team is. They would have to like literally wait another 10, 15 minutes until their whole team was able to get some of their core items. Like they haven't been able to finish any core builds yet. So they're pretty weak in that respect.
This is kind of what I expected from Against All Authorities, and to an extent they kind of did it against EG as well. They were better with the CS, and they are a strong CS team very much. So bad. In fact, did he slap the ward straight down as soon as he started bandage tossing there, didn't he? So
I believe he did. Actually, that's what we saw.
Very quick reactions. He obviously saw a Mumu coming straight away, and boom. That's how quick these guys. That's good micro action. AMP actions per
APM,
minute, or
yeah.
APM
Actions per minute.
actions per minute, actions per second, I guess. That's insta action. So at the moment, I guess they're going to back away and go for Baron here because they were kind of stood stagnant poking there. And meanwhile, all the time that they delay, that was obviously giving Fnatic time to actually get more farm because they've just been farming on those super
I feel like
minions.
they need to really make some decisions here to push or grab Baron because, like you said, or like we both said, like I mean, Fnatic they can do well. They just have to get their core items. Right now, they're so far behind. They're fighting a massive disadvantage. Technically, if they win a team fight, they can take a couple of towers. It's not going to put them even. They still have 7 towers to catch up on. But I mean, I don't know. I've seen crazier games, so could see anything at this point.
So, well, I mean, this could easily switch. One single dragon steal or kill or something could switch it, but they are, like I say, well, look at it. There's 7k now, nearly 8k behind in gold. It's a big difference in terms of items. And just look at the two AD carries. Obviously, he's got Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge versus he's had to go Banshee's Veil, mainly for the fact of Gragas. So the Gragas has kind of forced their hand on a lot of their builds, I think.
I feel like that as well. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Gragas has been a
fast Baron.
big factor in this.
Oh, we're going to try and get the steal, and Sonic does go down very quickly. They didn't quite get the steal though, but the Ash Arrows just missed completely. He's going to get away, and I think Nunu was going to go down. Actually, Fnatic will come out very well on top of that, and that's going to be Aniva going to get rebirthed straight away. I think down the bottom I can see there's also someone chasing on Gragas down the bottom now. That's going to be Mama going down, so that's... what's that? 1 for 3 there, I think. And he needs to be careful because he's still pretty strong, despite the fact that it's 2v1. He's going to get interrupted, stunned there as well, nicely. Yeah, can't chase him. Look at that. Still very wary about chasing a fed Gragas. And Yellowstar's actually got to be careful. He's just been stunned beautifully well. Brand actually managed to catch the stun and keep him out.
I mean, Fnatic needs to come back from this.
They have to get Baron now. They have to go straight for it. But actually, no, they can't because it's just been taken, hasn't it? I forgot they took it straight as soon as the
Baron and there.
Yeah, but they got to push straight at mid. But the fact that the kills were spread out so much and they've taken so long, it's actually worked out in Against the Authorities' favour because you can see that Sona's already back up, Nunu's back up, so they're just going to defend the towers again.
Yeah, I mean, that was really bad. I mean, Baron is such a risky thing, and we just saw right there that gave Fnatic a kind of a glimmer of hope. They're still extremely far behind. They need towers. Like, just getting kills is not going to catch them up at this point in the game, especially after losing Baron.
Yeah, they're still 7k
Baron,
behind.
Yeah, that would have been really nice if they could have taken that Baron, but... At this point, I think that unless they're able to push down some turrets, this game is still over for Fnatic.
Take yourself a drink. You're hiccuping.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean PK is actually sorry, We Will Failure is actually I think he's starting to get into it now because he's got that death cap, he's got Will of the Ancients, and he's got himself another blasting wall. So he's slowly getting stronger, and he's like I say, he was 0-5-1, he's now 3-5-1. So they need to be careful that they don't keep letting these minions feed them, which is what I think they're going to do. They're going to go straight for the inhib, and Fnatic needs to be careful they don't get dragged into an engagement away from these two double-in towers in the mid there. Obviously they got the I expected them to go straight across the right. They're going to go around the backside to the right. So they're going to ward it up. I thought they were going to go straight for the second inhibitor. They don't have any minions there, which is why they're going to back away. They've got a massive stack down the bottom there. Look at that. They're trying to see if anyone's going to follow. Actually, I think they're just going to have to back away and deal with that big stack down the bottom, aren't they?
I just wanna be like AP Scion right now and just run into the middle of those. It's such a gratifying feeling to kill like 4 creep waves. That's pretty much what is it, like 4 or 5 creep waves built up right there. It's wild.
I think Anivia's just wiped them all out in seconds.
Yeah, look at our CS. Did you see our CS jump right there? Yeah, that was a lot. All right, so as soon as they get this lane pushing on, they're gonna actually have to get bottom and top pushing. It will start naturally pushing now that they've taken the inhibitor. They don't actually have to worry about this any longer. So in their favor, the creeps will automatically begin building up since the inhibitor causes all of the creeps to have more HP. And obviously mid lane will have no problem with super creeps. So now that they're going to be pushing mid, they're all going to have to be. They're going to lose their bottom inhibitor at this point. There's nothing they can do about it. So they kind of gave this one up, and I don't know if they would have been able to defend it anyways. But I feel like they made a bad choice there. They decided to go for mid, and then they backed off to save their inhibitor, which they didn't save it anyways, and they didn't get mid. So they didn't really gain anything from that. Kind of a bad decision overall, I believe. So top lane's going to start pushing back automatically on its own, and then that's the last thing they need. Once they get 3 inhibitors, it's extremely difficult to even defend from 3 waves of super minions coming in at you at all sides. So that's going to pretty much solidify the game as soon as they push that. They're going to want you to defend that as hard as they can. They're getting to the point where they are finishing up their core builds, are trying to, it looks like. And I still don't know what this Misfortune is building into. I guess she's going to go for, I think that's a...
Brutalizer, is it? Oh.
No, what's the item with the shield? I don't ever build it, so I can't remember the name of it. But this little sword gives you a shield when you're low HP. Anyways, okay, they just took the item builds down, so I can't tell if Vlad's got his death cap yet.
He has, yes. Like I said, he's actually built. He's actually caught up. I mean, the fact that they took so long to finish it, it's given them a chance to catch up. But I think they're going to try and push on this top turret. I think he is. Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see the items really as they're doing the big push. We can see what they've built. But yeah, the blood boil on Ashe is almost certainly going to come in a second as soon as Nunu gets around here, and then they're going to push straight on. There we go. Blood boil goes on him, so he's going to push on. That turret is pretty low, so expect him to take it out. Gragas is just hanging around the side there. You can see he wants to try and get his ulti barrel. Meanwhile, he's just going to keep poking with that barrel. Yellow goes straight in there. Mumu trying to try and get the bandage toss on them, but there's just too many Banshee's Veils now to go to the problem. And wow, look at the poke going straight towards Vlad there. That's going to be the tower almost certainly being picked off. Don't think it's going to last much longer because the attack speed and the damage of Ashe is just
unreal,
massive. Yeah, and they're being kept at bay because look, Gragas is just sat there with that Brilliance Potion on, just constantly rolling the barrels through. And then if anyone gets caught and if you gets that stun on you, you're dead. But and the arrow goes through. This guy completely missed. Actually, it didn't. They tried to catch everyone. Yeah, and I think it was really Misfortune. They probably want to try and catch off. And Mumu's going very aggressive there. He has got the bandage toss on him. Ashe, he's going to go straight in. Gets the ulti down. Sona immediately replies though, but Nunu's going to get the full proc of Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero? Not quite Sub-Zero. But
it's very cold though.
Yeah, very cold. Oh, and Gragas using his hourglass there.
Timing on that.
Yeah,
just
popping the hourglass. Wow, as soon as the pace picks up, the stream just goes bitrate crazy, doesn't it? It's quite hard to find. That's not our stream, guys. That's their stream. That's nothing we can do about that. And that's going to be the Nexus going down, and that is really well played by Against All Authorities. They actually probably made it last probably about 10 minutes longer than it should have, I think.
Yeah.
But Against All Authorities now picking up a much-needed win. EG just beat the Pacific team, so EG almost certainly going to top the group now. And Fnatic have a massive game against EG now. They have to go and beat them. So I guess we're going to get straight to, you can see the teams congratulating each other. That's Against All Authorities and Fnatic. So they've both got one win apiece. You got to assume Against All Authorities are going to go beat Team Pacific. Sounds like EG kind of trolled them a little bit.
They did.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of trolling was going on. I mean, they're that far ahead in the gold, so who's that they're talking to? He's sort of apologising to. He looks almost there. I guess he got whether that's We Will Failure, maybe. It must be because he hasn't got a Fnatic top on, so it must be We Will Failure. So
okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So wow, that's that was a really good job, AAA, and I think that we were kind of expecting Fnatic to. Or based on what you're saying, is that right? You're thinking Fnatic was going to take that?
I thought they had a stronger team pick, but I mean, Against All Authorities, I think. But the fact is that the ones that can poke got fed early, so they just they kept everyone at range. So Amumu, I don't remember seeing Amumu managing to catch a single team ulti, did he? Other than maybe around that Baron fight where it happened, where he came
just
through.
Late game.
Yeah,
late game, but it didn't matter because they couldn't finish it up.
And he couldn't get any ganks, and Nunu was much better with the poking strategy, like we saw that bit on Brand in the mid. He just kept coming out.
That was hilarious, actually. Brand has such strong base damage, though, that right around like what is it, like level 5 or whatever, he just said, screw you, Nunu, I'm going to kill you this time, and he did.
So coming up next, it's going to be EG versus Fnatic. I guess it's going to be the mainstream, and Against All Authorities versus Pacific. So. EG, how will they take it? I mean, really, if they win that, they're going to top it, and I think it's actually no. Hold on, is it the top 3 that go through? Have I been talking rubbish all day? Let's have a look. Are we going to see it? Where's the? Well, I'm sure I've seen a brackets out there somewhere. There's
got to be a bracket. If you find one, link it to me on Skype, and I'll